Day 18 of Donald Trump's porn star hush money trial was another star turn for Michael Cohen, former Trump fixer and all of Long Island distilled into one man. Cohen is the linchpin of the government's case because his testimony directly ties Trump to the falsification of business records, which, remember, is the actual crime here. The porn star hush money part is just a little thing we keep saying because it's fun. So for the last few days, Trump's defense attorneys have been doing their best to make Cohen seem less credible than a Boeing in-flight safety video. And they have a lot to work with.
Today, Trump's defense has pressed Michael Cohen, Trump's former lawyer and fixer. The defense has also highlighted some of the various insults that he has lobbed against Trump over the years, painting him as a man out for revenge after their relationship fell apart. At one point, the defense played this clip from Cohen's podcast in October of 2020.
I truly hope that this man ends up in prison. It won't bring back the year that I lost or the damage done to my family, but revenge is a dish best served cold. And you better believe I want this man to go down and rot inside for what he did to me and my family.
Wow. That is an angry podcast. It must be hard to keep that level of anger when you also have to read podcast ads. I'm hungry for vengeance, and also for one of Blue Apron's delicious home-cooked meals. I mean, honestly, I feel bad for the jurors, as if jury duty isn't bad enough. Now they have to listen to a dude's podcast? And who is Michael Cohen's podcast even for? Do the people who hate Trump not have enough content? Is there some guy who's like, I love MSNBC, but it's only on 24 hours a day? And it's not just his podcast. Trump's lawyers are dredging up all the nastiest things he's ever said about Trump, and right in front of his face.
You referred to President Trump as a boorish cartoon misogynist, didn't you? Defense attorney Todd Blanche asked. It sounds like something I would say, Cohen responded. A Cheeto-dusted cartoon villain? That also sounds like something I said.
You referred to President Trump as dictator D-bag, didn't you? Cohen says, sounds like something I said.
Damn! Trump is just sitting there while his own lawyer roasts him. And did you also call the president Mr. Bitch Tits? Yes? How about resting ballsack face? That's a good one. Commander in Cheese Dick. You never said that, but you could. Is that true? Look, I get the defense's argument that you can't trust Michael Cohen because he hates Donald Trump. But to be fair, everyone who's ever worked with Donald Trump hates Donald Trump. At some point, you gotta be like, I think it's Trump. Let's change gears, because Trump's not the only politician on trial right now. There's also Bob Menendez, New Jersey senator and grown-up Cabbage Patch Kid. He's facing corruption charges, and now we know he's going with the Borat defense. My wife.
Lawyers for Senator Bob Menendez trying to shift the blame for his alleged corruption onto his wife.
An FBI search of the Menendez's home in Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey in June of 2022 turned up more than $480,000 in cash, along with gold bars.
And the Menendez defense suggesting his wife, Nadine, was responsible for the gold bars found in their home, saying they were in her closet. He did not have a key to that closet and did not know of the gold bars in that closet, the defense attorney said.
This is shocking, okay? This tall, blonde woman who lives in New Jersey and has a locked closet full of gold bars is not a real housewife? Andy Cohen, wake up! So Bob Menendez's argument is that his wife was secretly orchestrating a corrupt international bribery scheme and hoarding gold bars in his own house, and he never knew it. And that, gentlemen, is why you need to ask your wife about her day, okay? Ask your wife about her day. Just ask. It's the little things. Seriously, though, the balls on this guy to throw his own wife under the bus. Is anyone buying this? Menendez's lawyers are actually arguing that his wife had the gold bars because she's of Lebanese descent and the Lebanese love gold, which is a stereotype I did not know even existed. Like, doesn't every culture like gold? No one's ever like, oh, I couldn't possibly accept your gold bars. My parents are Canadian. Let's turn to some news from the culture war. Back in 2020, towns across America decided to take down Confederate statues and monuments because it was time to move on. Well, now they've decided it's time to go back.
2 schools in Virginia are getting new names. Actually, they're old names, the names of Confederate officers. The Shenandoah County School Board is the first in the nation to revert to names from before the racial reckoning of 2020.
Mountain View High School will be renamed for Confederate General Stonewall Jackson, while Honey Run Elementary School will bear the names of 2 Confederate generals, Robert E. Lee and Turner Ashby.
Guys, come on. After all that effort to remove that disgusting legacy, we're just putting the Confederate names back now? It's like asking your doctor to reattach that hairy mole. Oh, like I'm the only one who's ever had a hairy mole. Come on, you know you're out there. And if you're wondering who are the people who would support this type of move, well, they're exactly the people that you think it would be.
Tearing down statues and monuments and erasing history while indoctrinating children is exactly what Adolf Hitler did.
Whites are not racist, as we have been pegged that we are, just because we want a name back on a school.
Please do what's right for Shenandoah County to restore our heritage, our history, and our school names.
Okay, let's be honest here. This isn't about restoring your heritage. If it was, then you would name it, hey, my cousin's kind of hot high school. I could make that joke because I'm from Kentucky and my cousin is kind of hot. We know what you really mean by this, but if you want to honor white people, why can't you at least pick white people that everybody likes? What about Paul Rudd High or Dolly Parton Elementary? Yeah. Hey, we'll even be happy with white people that are just meh. Like, how was graduating from Justin Long High? It was fine. It wasn't great, but it was fine. For more on the Confederate name change, we go live to Stonewall Jackson High School with Josh Johnson. Josh, what's the mood out there?
Desi, I've been talking to a lot of people who want to change the name back to the Confederacy, and honestly, I think we should let them have it.
But let him have it?
Yeah, I mean, have you seen the guys who are arguing for the name change? Like, look at them. They look like they just lost the Civil War. Like this morning. Plus, if you're a middle-aged man trying to unrename your old high school, you don't have much. These men are at school board meetings like, we gotta go back to the glory days when I won state. Do you guys remember that? Anybody? Please remember that.
Yeah, but they have to accept that the culture has changed.
Yeah, sure, but the culture has changed whether they accept it or not. I mean, these people are living in a time where all the best musicians are black, all the best athletes are black. The only living president with a functioning brain is black. What black people do is literally called the culture, all right? The only place these guys feel like they're winning is the first half of a civil rights movie.
Okay, but having a school named after a Confederate general is racist.
Exactly. It's just racist enough. Look, America is always going to have some baseline of racism. You just have to direct it towards stuff that doesn't really matter. Okay? If you keep them squabbling over school names, they're not going to have the energy to go march in Charlottesville again. You know, for example, while they were fighting over a black Little Mermaid, I was able to slip into a bank and get a mortgage. Doing pretty good.
Okay. So you're okay with Stonewall Jackson High?
Yeah, I mean, Stonewall Jackson sounds pretty black anyway. Like, if you didn't know history, you'd think that he was the one who got all those snakes off that plane.
Okay, so I guess going back to the old name is good.
Wow, Desi, that's racist.
Oh, sorry.
But just a little, the right amount.